number 2 role still up for grabs? Are you guys still competing for that number 2 role?
Number 2 role?
Like number 2 string quarterback.
The back.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, bro, I really don't look into that. I don't care. Whenever it's time for me to get out there and play, I'm going to play. Adversity, things is going to knock you down sometimes, but the main thing about it is you just got to push through it. There's a lot of people in this world that's going through stuff, but, you know, I'm playing for a lot more than just me.
Yes.
And will he kind of be the backup?
Joe will start the game. Dylan will play second. Shedeur will play third.
Shedeur Sanders has had enough of the talk after Kevin Stefanski officially placed him as the third-string quarterback behind Dylan Gabriel. Shedeur didn't flinch, didn't panic, and definitely didn't back down. Instead, he fired back with confidence, making it clear that he's not stressing over labels or outside noise. His message? The critics can say what they want, but when the moment comes and the lights are at their brightest, he's going to shine even brighter. Shedeur isn't wasting time on distractions. He's focused, locked in, and ready to let his game do all the talking the second he steps on that field.
Whenever it's time for me to get out there and play, I'm going to play. Whenever it's time for the lights to come on, I'm going to do my thing. I'm not concerned about when it is. I'm not concerned about, you know, how many reps I'm getting at this point. Is what it is, because I know when the lights come on, when everything go on, when the pressure's on, you know who I am, and I'm always be that way.
Shedeur isn't losing any sleep over Stefanski's words or the situation he's been placed in. He's confident that the moment he gets his shot, Stefanski will have no choice but to rethink everything. To Shedeur, the practice reps and outside chatter don't matter, because he's grounded in who he is and what he brings to the game. His belief is simple. When the real pressure arrives and the lights are on, that's when he'll step up and silence all the doubt. He's not focused on proving it anywhere else. The field is where he'll deliver his answer. Shedeur has made it clear, this isn't just about him. While others might be out there playing for themselves, he's carrying something bigger. He doesn't see his fans as separate from his journey. They're a part of it. He's been through challenges like this before, and each time he's found a way to rise. That same mentality drives him now. He's determined to seize every opportunity that comes his way. His message is simple. His grind has never stopped, and just like he's done all his life, he's ready to keep pushing and proving himself again.
The main thing about it is you just got to push through it. There's a lot of people in this world that's going through stuff, but, you know, I'm playing for a lot more than just me, you know, so regardless of pain, that's always how I've been. Even in college, you know, so in high school and everything from when I was young. Regardless of, like, physically, you know, if I don't feel my best, I still got to go out there and execute with no excuses.
Shedeur Sanders shared that his outlook on life has shifted since arriving in Cleveland. For him, just being able to step onto the field and practice every day is a blessing, something he once only dreamed about. He explained that patience is key, and he's fully prepared to wait for his moment. When that opportunity finally comes, he plans to embrace it with everything he has. Until then, his focus remains on grinding harder than ever, making sure he's ready when his time arrives. Shedeur answered his critics by saying he doesn't view this situation as a setback at all. In fact, he sees it as an opportunity. To him, this is valuable time to sharpen his skills, stay locked in, and prepare for what's ahead. He made it clear that when his moment finally arrives, he'll be ready to put it all on display and prove to everyone exactly what he's capable of.
I would say I learned life in a different perspective, you know, and that's why I come here. I'm happy. I always got good energy because, you know, I'm blessed to come out here every day.
And truth be told, he's backing up his words. In his most recent training session, Shedeur showed exactly what cooking looks like. Though he started off a bit slow while shaking off the effects of his injury, he quickly found his rhythm. By the end, his throw stole the spotlight and became the highlight of the entire practice, proving that he's steadily getting back to form. That single play spoke volumes about Shedeur's growth and mindset. It wasn't just a touchdown pass, it was a reminder of the poise, accuracy, and vision that set him apart. Every move he made in that moment reflected the confidence he's been talking about all along. The way he read the field, trusted his mechanics, and executed with perfection showed that he's not just practicing, he's preparing for something bigger. It was the kind of throw that makes coaches take notice, teammates gain trust, and critics think twice. Shedeur Sanders responded to Dillon Gabriel's remarks with calm and maturity. He explained that even though Gabriel clarified the comments weren't aimed directly at him, it didn't cross his mind to dwell on it. Shedeur said he believes God has given him the strength to stay grounded and not react to every word spoken about him. For him, the outside noise doesn't matter. His focus remains steady, and his attitude is simple. Whatever is said, so be it. Still, despite his composed words, Shedeur's body language told a different story. The way he carried himself made it clear he knew those comments were, in fact, directed at him, but instead of letting it shake him, he turned it into quiet motivation. His calm demeanor wasn't about ignoring the situation. It was about showing that he's bigger than the back and forth. Deep down, Shedeur seemed to understand that the best response won't come from a press conference or a quote. It'll come when he steps on the field and lets his game do the talking.
Honestly, I don't even think about nothing. I don't think about anything. If it's not words or anything, at this point, it can't do anything to me. I know, the God put the ability and the power within me to not even think about nobody else's comments, not care. It is what it is. I spoke with him. He said, nah, bro, that wasn't. He said, that wasn't. He told me on the plane. He came up. He was like, nah, bro, that wasn't at you. I see how they trying to spin. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm not tripping, regardless of whatever it was.
And he's absolutely right. Not every comment deserves his attention. There will always be those so-called glory hunters who talk down on someone when times get tough. But those same voices are quick to switch sides once success starts rolling in. The very people throwing shade now will be the ones scrambling to praise him when he proves them wrong. Colin Cowherd will be the first in line because right now, he's going full throttle against Shedeur Sanders. He hasn't wasted a single opportunity to throw shade, piling on criticism when others are already doubting him. Cowherd openly claimed that Stefanski finally got it right this time, saying that moving Dillon Gabriel to the second spot while dropping Shedeur to third was the smarter, safer call. In his view, it's a move that reflects Stefanski's sharp instincts as one of the NFL's top coaches. But at the same time, it's hard to ignore how quickly Cowherd is ready to dismiss Shedeur, almost as if he's rooting for him to fail rather than waiting to see what the kid can actually do. Colin Cowherd didn't stop there. He went even further, openly mocking Shedeur and the people backing him. He highlighted how more than half a dozen NFL teams were desperate for a starter and over a dozen were in need of a reliable backup, yet not one of them chose Shedeur. Cowherd made sure to remind everyone that Shedeur was drafted in the 5th round, while Dillon Gabriel was selected in the 3rd. To him, that says everything. The league already spoke loud and clear about how they view Shedeur. His supporters might have brushed that off before, but now, as Cowherd framed it, they can't avoid the truth any longer.
And many of us believe Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, is the one that nudged the front office into drafting him. So the Browns drafted Dillon Gabriel 2 rounds before. So you can run to your Reddit board and dogpound.com and say it's a conspiracy, but the whole league told you he's a 5th-round quarterback. And the Browns are telling you, Kevin Stefanski, who won 11 games in 2023 with nonsense in a division with the Ravens, in the AFC, he's like his 3rd-string quarterback.
Shedeur Sanders' journey in Cleveland is shaping up to be one of resilience, focus, and quiet determination. Despite being placed as the 3rd-string quarterback behind Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur hasn't allowed outside opinions or rankings to distract him. From the very beginning, he has made it clear that his eyes are on the bigger picture, his growth, his preparation, and the moment when he finally gets his chance on the field. Every setback or criticism is viewed not as a defeat, but as fuel to push harder and sharpen his skills. His recent training sessions have been proof of that mindset. Even returning from injury, he quickly found his rhythm, making throws that became the highlight of practice, including a flawless touchdown pass that showcased his precision, poise, and confidence. Shedeur's maturity also shines through in the way he handles comments from teammates, rivals, and critics alike. Whether addressing Dillon Gabriel's remarks or dismissing negative chatter from the media, He has shown an ability to stay grounded, attributing his strength to faith and focus. He recognizes that the noise is part of the game, and he's committed to letting his actions speak louder than any words. Meanwhile, critics like Colin Cowherd have made headlines with harsh assessments, framing Shedeur as a fifth-round pick who has been overlooked for a reason. But Shedeur doesn't let that define him. He understands that success isn't measured by immediate recognition or rankings. It's measured by perseverance, preparation, and performance when the spotlight finally shines. As he continues to train, improve, and embrace every opportunity, it's clear that Shedeur Sanders is ready for the moment when his potential will be undeniable. The path may be challenging, but his focus, discipline, and mindset show that he is more than capable of rising above doubt, proving the critics wrong, and making his mark in the NFL. What do you think about Shedeur Sanders' mindset and approach so far? Do you believe his patience and focus will pay off when he finally gets his chance on the field? How much do you think outside criticism, like Colin Cowherd's comments, actually affects a young quarterback, or does it fuel them instead? Are you confident that Shedeur has what it takes to rise above the doubts and prove himself in the NFL? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on how his journey will unfold.